Hi guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Rate, comment, subscribe, and leave a comment. And this video is brought to you by Sweetwater. So you can get all the gear from them and then some from what I show in these videos. Now let's get to the video. Hi guys, so this is kind of a video. It's kind of just a talking head video. The Mac is right here, so you can't really see it. And so this is my 2-month overview video about the computer. I'm sorry, I'm just a little not feeling well. So basically with sorry because my voice is kind of quiet or sound kind of low. So basically with this Mac, it basically does everything that I do perfectly fine. So it can run OBS, as you can see, because it's running OBS now. There's not really issues running my applications. Stream Deck works perfectly fine. I've been through many iterations of of how my Stream Deck is set up. I was using a MIDI controller at one point, control surface, and that worked perfectly fine. But the software I was using to run the MIDI control software, the control surface software, was not. It kept updating, and it would never update to the next part. So you have to basically physically uninstall it and then download the latest update, download it and install it, and that would work. And when there was another update, you had to redo that. So I stopped using the control surface for that specific thing to control OBS and some other stuff. And then the software to basically control OBS basically was kind of flaky, where it would work sometimes, it wouldn't, it would sometimes not work. I found a better software to I basically did what I was doing with the control surface with the Stream Deck right here, and I wanted a way of controlling these lights, this light right here, and also the plug over there for the TV right there. That because the TV is connected to a smart plug with a 3-lead cable that connects to the subwoofer that's over there and soundbar. And when I basically turn it on, I could use the echo, or I could basically just use a button on here and turn it on. Those three things turn on. And basically, what I wanted to control that with is so I could have like a video in the background or something. And also to change the color of the lights. And to get that to work, you needed the companion software, which has to run either on Raspberry Pi and plug Stream Deck into there and just use that. I've had to redo some other stuff. I was thinking about using Raspberry Pi, but that just didn't work. I'm running it on this computer because that's where I have the Stream Deck plugged into, and I use the Stream Deck for other stuff. So basically, and how you see the stuff now, that's the image for the actual the logo is the kind of behind there. But and getting back to the main purpose of the video, was this Mac does everything I need it to do. It can listen to music just fine without having issues, but the only issue I've actually running is because there's not a proper compatibility layer for Rosetta. So there's not proper OBS M1 version. So it's this OBS is still running under Rosetta kind of hybrid thing, because it's not fully taking advantage of basically the M1 hardware, but it is taking more advantage of it because you can use the encoder, hardware encoder. And so the issue I have with OBS on here specifically is that it's the only issue that there is a hardware overload. At some points you would be able to see the hardware overload literally at the bottom of the actual thing where it says this is being hardware. There's a hardware overload. It says encode overload, and please decrease settings in order to um to to um lower the load. And so the problem there is that I've basically tried to change my encoder. I've tried changing the resolution because the resolution is only 1080p 30, not even 1440p. And so um if I wanted to, I've tried it at 720, I've tried it at 1440. Like 720 gets the same exact thing, 1080 same exact thing, 1440p same exact thing, 4K. Tried it, but it was popping up more often than like the other three. 1080p it only pops up maybe 3 times when actually you recording a video with like OBS. And so so I've tried lowering the encoder rate. I've tried changing which encoders used. I've tried using the neural engine. Seems like issue. It's just OBS isn't properly optimized for this specific M1 just yet. And the encoder issue would be less of an issue if I wasn't if this wasn't the base model M1. But this is the base model M1, which is 256 GB storage, and then a 8-core GPU, 8-core CPU, and I wouldn't actually get anything higher than actually this if you're going for the M1. If you're going for the Mac Studio, then get the base model of that. Don't upgrade because of you're gonna have to, when you do ever decide to get rid of it, or if you decide, so if this is a computer you're going to keep, I would say get the highest thing you can get. So if you're planning on just keeping the on computer, not planning on upgrading it whatsoever, I would say get the highest possible piece of one gets. So if you say you're gonna keep it for the life of the device, or you're not gonna upgrade it whatsoever, and get the next computer that comes out, that's basically when this one eventually stops working, then I would say get the highest one you actually can like afford. And if it's something you plan on basically upgrading once the new one comes out, then just get the base model, sell that one, because there's people who want the base model. And for real world usages, I use this for editing. It works really good. No encoder overload with that. It's just with specifically OBS. I also use this for drawing, which is this drawing tab right here. I use it for programming. I use it for terminal work, typing. And if you didn't see a video before this, I use it with Sidecar, because I use Sidecar just so I can basically take this machine, and so I can take my iPad that's below here and then take it into another room, work on this computer. As long as it's nothing audio related, it should be fine for using with as long as you're like not like around 10 houses down or something, or like 10 rooms or 10 floors down, and their floors aren't like made out of concrete, then, and it's just like a regular like walls that are made out of drywall, then, and not plaster, then you would be you would be actually do a pretty good job with that. And I hope that's more information you actually need. And also with this software, I mean, with this computer, the Stream Deck works really pretty well. Other than if you're using the Stream Deck and the bar rotors tool set, those don't install. They're Windows only. There's no Mac equivalent unless you make your actual own, or somehow figure out how to run them. You can probably run the Windows version of the Stream Deck software through Wine slash through actually Wine or another application that can basically emulate x86, and then that can emulate the exe files, because one, you're going to have to emulate x86 and exe at the same time, and from there you have to then run the what's that thing called, the Windows exe version, and then you're gonna have to then download the bar raiders tool set and run it from actually there, and then you just run that software on the Mac, and it should just work that way. But you couldn't use the Stream Deck with the computer. You couldn't use this Stream Deck with actually the install of OBS that's on the main computer, because it wouldn't work properly. You could literally just you literally could just run, if you're running Companion on here, I recommend just running it on I recommend running it on a computer that you can give an IP address to. For example, like, so if you don't have Raspberry Pi, or you just have another single board computer, like a Latte Panda or any other computer that is just small that you have a Stream Deck plugged into, you could basically just run the bar raider software on there and then just stream it to control OBS that way on the other computer. And for Companion, you can do the same exact thing, but you can run the bar raider software through Companion, and then Companion is connected to the computer, which means you can control that this copy of OBS through Companion on another computer using another Stream Deck. And yeah, and this is just a basic. This is a basic one I'm actually using. I'm gonna probably add another Stream Deck, probably. Not for sure right now. I do have another one, I think. I should. I don't actually remember. Probably do. Just a little on the downside. So I'm probably just gonna arrange more stuff on here. But so far, this computer has been doing everything I've been doing so perfectly fine. And also, here's a tip: if you're using the Mac Mini, the M1 Mac Mini, is flip it upside down, where the Apple logo is facing down towards the ground. You can basically get more air that way, and it also, will keep it much cooler because the fan sucks in air from actually the bottom ring part and expels it out the back. The Mac Mini also is silent because I literally rendered a couple 4K videos on here, and it's quiet. Like it hasn't basically got loud because the last, compared to the laptop I was using in here, it was pretty loud for the actual laptop. It was like the fan was like louder than like the background noise, and it wasn't pick upable. But right now, with how this mic is right now, it picks up a lot more. This mic right here picks up a lot more sounds, and I could fix that by just turning down the gain more. But then I have to increase the other setting on my preamp. Yeah, but you can turn down the gain and it will go lower, or you can activate the noise gate higher, and the volume background noise will go down lower. But because if I do this, it picks it up super well. But if I breathe, it doesn't get picked up. It's just I'm trying to figure out how to isolate more noise, because if I rock back and forth, it gets picked up in the chair. The chair gets picked up. So thanks for watching. Bye.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. So go down in the description and there is contact information if you need consulting or anything. Check out my second channel. Subscribe to there too. Check out my blog. My email address is in there too. So yeah.